Welcome, hosts Dustin, and Anna.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the month finale of Bloody February.
Yes.
I almost said season finale, but that's not what this is.
Well, we could have this month as a season.
No. No. Full moon and this shit? No, thank you. So we are at the tail end of Bloody February, and it's finally my pick. And I picked a banger. And I knew that we couldn't do this alone. We got Sam and Liz from the Fright Mike podcast. Ladies, what the hell's going on?
Hey, hi. How are y'all?
Great.
Oh, I'm ready to get on this Zane train.
Full steam ahead.
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
We were born for this.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are actually going to be talking about 1995's Demon Knight.
Knight.
Yeah. Tales from the Crypt. You know this was supposed to be a trilogy outside of Bordello of Blood? Like, they had two other movies planned.
I have heard of that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then they didn't get the fundings because it was an HBO show turned movie. But then they got Bordello of Blood, and there is a third one. So technically there is a trilogy out.
What's the third one?
I can look it up in a little bit.
I forget the name of it, but there is.
It's a one-word name.
Bordello of Blood, I think, is a little bit more hyped up over this one. I think I see a lot more people talking about that one, especially as of late. I have a friend who loves Tales from the Crypt and loves this movie. You pulled out the VHS earlier, and actually last year, because he does like Friday movie nights and he has everything on VHS, and we watched it on VHS on his TV. But he had the other ones there too, but I just don't remember what the third one's called.
I had the IMDb trivia pulled up for it, and it's one of the first ones on there. But anyways, so after we'll get some histories here shortly, but we're going to head straight over to Rotten Tomatoes. Sam and Liz, what we do is we try to guess the critic score and the audience score.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
All right,
I'm scared.
So...
I'm scared too.
No, don't be scared. We're going to start with Anna, though. Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 30...
Let's give me 100.
38... Huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
I'll fight you.
Let's go. Uncle Willie.
Uncle Willie's here. Out of 38 critic reviews, what do you think Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight got?
I'm going to say 40.
40? All right. Liz, what about you?
I'm gonna go 46.
Okay. Sam?
52.
$1, Bob.
$1, Bob.
Lil D, what you got?
Oh boy. Tales from the Crypt is just one of those things that a lot of people love. Especially when this was out, it was really, really big. We're talking about critics here. And this was in the 90s, right? Like late 90s, I believe.
95.
95. I'm going to
How
have to
old were you
go.
in 95?
I'm going to go lower than all y'all. I might have to go like 32%.
32. Anna, it's sitting at 42%.
Nuh-uh.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Wow.
And that's usually the number
42.
I guess. For some reason,
This
that's what my
fucking
mind
close.
always goes to is 42. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say that tonight. But you said it on another episode. Remember, you were like,
Jackie Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't think the critics would
All
be
right, so out of...
too partial to this.
Yeah.
Everyone was actually pretty close. I mean, it was almost dead on with all of y'all.
I mean the critics. I didn't think the critics would like it.
Yeah.
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 That's where I was
As much as we would, as much as the audience, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, Anna, out of 10,000 plus audience reviews, what do you think this is sitting at?
I'll do 81.
Okay. Sam.
65.
I'm scared.
What'd you say?
65.
All right. Liz.
I'm gonna go 60.
Lil D.
I'm going to go a little bit higher. I might go like 76%.
All right. I need a drum roll from everyone, please. It
Got
is
my drum
sitting
right over there.
It is sitting at 65%.
Wow, we got another one, guys.
That's great.
Got it.
Sam goes, I am the smartest man alive.
Got another one.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It's such a good feel. I've only ever done it one time, and I've been guessing for almost 7 months.
You've been fishing for it for a while, and you finally got it.
Finally.
That was an epic day.
Oh my god, I felt complete once I fucking guessed that average, dude. So, I did find the other name of the movie. It was Demon Knight, Bordello of Blood, and Ritual.
Oh.
Ritual.
I
Oh.
don't even think
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Never heard of
Ritual
it.
came out in 2002. Bordello of Blood I've heard of because that's always the double pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this. I have it on tape back there, but that's the one that you can probably blink more than once and just see a ton of boobs throughout the
Yeah.
whole fucking movie. That's
Yeah.
Can confirm, yeah.
Bordello of boobs is what it should have been called. So, but yeah, let's hear some histories, and we'll start with Anna. And what's your history with Demon Knight?
This is becoming a running theme on this show, but this is the start of my history with this movie.
Love
We
to
love
hear
it.
it.
I've definitely heard about it. My friend Logan used to do a podcast called Ghoulish University, and it was all Tales from the Crypt. But they've since been on hiatus, and I think Logan's about to start something new up. But every time I think of Tales from the Crypt, I think of her now. And she really enjoyed Demon Knight. And I've heard everybody praise it. Every horror lover I know loves this movie. I've just been kind of a troll and didn't watch it because I'm not the biggest Billy Zane fan. I've always heard he's a prick. And so I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to watch him. But me being me, as soon as he popped up on the screen, he was looking pretty fine. And I said that in the chat. I popped up and I was like, ugh, Billy Zane is looking fine in this movie. And Nate says, resist the urges. And Charlie says, let the Zane wash over you.
Hell yeah.
But ultimately, I did have a lot of fun with this movie. And I did like Billy Zane in this movie. So
Good.
I will eat my words there. I can admit when I'm wrong. This was a good one. But yeah, it was a fun movie.
Hell yeah. Liz, what about you? What is your history with Demon Knight?
So with Demon Knight, I've always been a fan of Tales from the Crypt anyway. I think I watched the movies like a little bit later after watching the show, and so I think I got the double pack, and so I watched both Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood like back to back, and I loved Demon Knight more because it was kind of like kookier and just it kind of actually reminds me a little bit of like Evil Dead in some ways.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so, and I love that. And it's like very campy. And so I think the first time I watched it, maybe 15 years ago? Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. So I really vibe with it. It's a lot of fun. And I love Billy Zane. I love his one-liners. He's great.
I'd recommend the finger foods.
This Cowboy Shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Charming.
Dude, he's a bundle of fucking joy in this. I love it. Sam, let's hear it. What is your history?
So my history goes back almost as far as me. This movie came out in 95, so that would have made me 5 years old. And I think I saw it in 95 because my dad did not give a shit about what we watched. He showed us Demon Knight, and then he showed us Bordello of Blood, also at a young age. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
this is like one of those like core childhood memory movies for me that really shouldn't be.
I
But I
dig
love
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never was scary to me. I always loved Billy Zane. I thought it was so funny, and it's woven into me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Little D, what about you, man?
Oh boy, I saw this when I was really young too. Definitely on HBO, because my family had HBO, and that's where we watched a lot of our, movies and shows and whatnot. And I loved Tales from the Crypt when I was a kid. Even though I was scared of everything, Tales from the Crypt, that was just wacky enough and weird enough for me to like it. And I saw this when I was young. I had to have been less than 10, I have to say. But the one core memory I have of this, every time I think of Demon Knight, is a blue fucking filter over the entire film. It's so blue. It's so blue.
It's nighttime, dude.
I don't give a fuck.
a nice
But then
movie.
again, it was the '90s, and that's how '90s movies were into like the early 2000s until everything turned brown. But yeah, this is an early memory for me and my horror journey of movies for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So my story is very similar to Sam's. I was about 6 years old when this movie came out, and I remember watching I was at a friend's house, and their parents had recorded it off of TV. So they had the tape with the fucking thing on it, and it wrote on, Demon
Classic. Yeah.
Night. And the amount of times I watched that shit not at home was where it was at. I can guarantee you I probably wouldn't be allowed to watch the shit at home because, my parents were a little stricter when it came to that. But
Sure.
like I was talking to Joe and Sean, like my dad wouldn't let me watch The Fly, but he was cool with Castle Freak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird as shit, dude.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Castle
Yeah.
Freak is way worse. I mean, The Fly, you get like a lot more like gross effects and stuff, but
But Castle Freak's like really
Castle
sexual.
Freak's fucked.
At a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm more sexual.
Barbara Crampton.
Yep. Love her.
Hello.
But I have loved Tales from the Crypt for as long as I can remember. The intro just slaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good, so scary. John Kassir is so good. His voice is so iconic when it comes to this character. And I'm going to piggyback on what Liz was saying about this movie. This one feels like a comic book brought to life. That's why I feel like I enjoy it a lot more than Bordello of Blood. Also, I'm not a huge vampire fan, so that's another factor for Bordello of Blood for me. But the cast in this movie is stacked.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got Bill Sadler, Billy Zane, Jada Pinkett,
Dick Miller.
Dick Miller. I was gonna say C. Thomas Howell, but that's not who the fuck it is. Who plays Sandman?
Thomas Hayden
Thomas Hayden Church. Yeah.
Thomas Hayden Church, another 3-named person. Yeah.
And then CCH Pounder popped up. I love her. Like she's had so many great roles in TV shows I've watched over the years. And I was like, oh shit, I love her. And I thought she was great in this.
I fucking love her in this movie.
Yeah.
Like she is the shit. But let's talk about that. We'll round table about who our favorite characters were in this. And we'll start with Anna. We'll keep starting with Anna. How about that?
Okay. Definitely CCH Pounder's character. And especially too, like, I just love that she went in there guns blazing. Literally, she had a gun in one hand and whatever, the amulet, whatever, with the blood in it in her other hand, and she was getting ready to take care of it. And that lady turned zombie or demon, whatever, grabs
Cornelia.
her. Yeah, Cordelia grabbed her wrist and popped it back and then just full on ripped her arm off. I was like, oh shit. And then what I love is that, like, she's fucked up for, a couple of scenes, but then she gets her shit together. She gets some alcohol in her and she pulls up her britches and says, all right, what do we got to do? And she just keeps going with one arm, and it cracked me up, but I was like, damn, what a woman, I really liked her.
What a lady.
Yeah,
dude,
what a lady.
She's bad as fuck in this movie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like she handles business all the way up until like Billy Zane's like trying to pull tricks on her, and she's like, "Fuck you, get away from me, man!" And he puts her arm on a silver platter, dude, and that is such an asshole thing to do.
Yep.
Like that doesn't matter who you are, man. Like, dude, fuck, man. Liz, what about you?
I mean, obviously Billy Zane is my favorite because I just love him so much, and I think he has like some of the best lines in the movie. But I do agree that I think that CCH Pounder was hilarious. Just like not even trying to be, she was just a badass. I love when they're like trying to like put the vodka on her arm stump, and she's just like, "Give it to me," and she just starts chugging.
Yeah,
she's like,
Chugging it.
But I will say, I think that Jada Pinkett does make a really good final girl.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, she's pretty badass.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Like, I'll get to mine. I'll get to mine. Sam, what about you?
It's no surprise. I mean, Billy Zane is my favorite in the movie. I feel like I really resonate with that character.
You like standing outside of windows and letting wind blow against you and just staring ominously.
Yeah, of course.
Talking through minds.
Just trying to make everyone laugh.
Hell
But
yeah.
I also like Jada Pinkett as the final girl too. I loved her in this.
Yeah. We'll get to mine. I love it. Lil D, what about you, man?
Dude, every time he's in a movie, he's my favorite. Fucking Dick Miller. Come on.
Yes!
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
love him. Like,
Old Dick Miller.
and like, obviously, he's had movies where he had big roles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a long, like, I think between that and this, like, all of his other roles were just like small, like throwaway, like one-liner characters. But he's actually like a fleshed out dude in this, and like, he literally he gets to go see a bunch of naked girls, and hell yeah, you got it, dude.
Dude, what I wished happened, dude, is like you have that little kid Danny sitting there just watching Dick Miller stare at the window and do all this. I just wanted to see like little demons around Dick Miller, like caressing him, like the girls were in this movie.
yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen too. But no, Dick Miller is my favorite. He's so fucking funny, and I mean, he pretty much sets up this whole movie too, with with Sadler like leading him to the church, and everything kind of goes down. So he kicks a lot of things off for this film.
Yeah, then he fucking gives him away. He goes, "Oh, I know what he stashed. Here, let me get it for you." Like
it's Dick Miller, dude.
the fuck out of here, man. I love Dick Miller. Like he's probably my favorite, but I kind of like Roach like a lot.
Oh,
like there's shit that I like that he does. It's just, I mean, he is a huge piece of shit, but man, when he tries to dupe Billy Zane by giving him the key, and he's like, "Here, I'll take this. I can go free, and whatever you want to do to them, just fucking do it." And to quote someone I know, Billy Zane goes, "Psh, idiot," and fucking gets him, dude. I love Roach. And like when we first meet him, or not when we first meet him, because we meet him at the diner.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're upstairs, when fucking Officer Bob bangs in the door, he's got the fucking clamps on his nipples hooked up to the car battery.
My nipples are smoking.
My nipples are smoking. Shut it off.
Dude, and Officer Bob walks down and he goes, "Look, I found these two up there, but it was kind of like, when you take your car to go get lubed, and the sheriff's like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Dude.
Just stop.
Just stop, dude." But Bob is pretty fucking fun too, man. So yeah, we can just dive into the night now if you guys want to. We'll just round table, shoot the shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead, little D, kick us off.
Oh boy, there's so much that happens in this film. Like finding a spot to, I guess, jump in is so hard. But one of the things I really like about this film, because the entire time you scratch your head, like, what is going on? Like, why do we have this thing? How is it here? And why is there two people? And then you start realizing good and evil, it's kind of tied back to like, crucifixion and stuff like that. And
I was not expecting that aspect. Like when they started doing flashbacks of the crucifixion and all that, I was like, damn, this was a turn I was not expecting.
So not only was this month Bloody February, every single movie we did had a religious allegory to it.
That is
now that you think about it.
Yeah.
You have X, with Psycho Gorman, and now this.
Yeah.
That's a good
Everything
point.
has to do with fucking religion, man.
I love Psycho Gorman.
That's crazy.
Dude, I love PG.
Love
So
PG.
good. Anna
boys.
Gorman, can I ask you a question?
No.
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 But yeah, my thing about this film is I like learning about the lore. So I like the flashback scenes and like learning about everything and it going through, and then you learn a little bit more about Bill Sadler's character and how he became what he is, and
the Avatar.
Yeah, like literally passed down. I thought that's really cool. That's like my favorite thing about this film is like the lore building behind it.
And I wonder, because like they emphasize like the stars on his hands, like how it's almost like clockwork. And I wonder like when they know they're out of time, because he's been alive since like 1917.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's how long he's been doing it. So like I wonder when the stars are moving. Like is Jada Pinkett, like when she shows her hand, she already has one like down here.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like I wonder what like their lifespans are when it comes to running from demons and carrying this key to keep away from them.
Yeah. I mean, hers could be shortened too because she did wipe out a demon. So maybe like they're just like more extra pissed off at her. So it's like, we're going to like really start hunting you down. I mean, obviously to jump towards the end, we see a new person in Billy Zane's place, and she outsmarts him. But who knows? Who knows?
Thankfully, she was smart enough to think like, "Oh, I better be safe and put a little drop of blood right here on my bus." And
But what about the windows?
I guess he wasn't that smart either.
Well, he's new to the position, so he hasn't learned. He hasn't gotten the handbook yet. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he just stuffed the handbook in his bag and was like, "I'll read that later."
Yeah, did you read?
He's literally like, I just was filling it at the last minute. So.
Yeah. I'm covering a shift. Yeah, I'm usually the night shift guy.
Yeah. Usually I'm not an opener like this, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up the mess from the night before.
But I love like when all these characters like start getting swooned by Billy Zane's character, and each of them, it's like they become this grotesque looking monster, but it's 100% Deadite style, man, because especially like Dick Miller, because he's sitting there fucking up Bill Sadler, and he turns around and looks at Jada Pinkett as Dick Miller. I'm like, dude, I love when the Deadites, like in the 2013 Evil Dead, fuck around with like Mia and them.
Yeah.
But fuck Eric.
Fuck Eric.
Fuck
him.
They're the worst. But when they fuck around like with the people they're trying to hunt down, I love that because it makes these people question what's actually going on. And when you have Cordelia turn into that giant lobster monster, dude, and she takes that fucking amulet after ripping off the arm. And I love when she like skulks towards the window, dude.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so
eyes.
fucking good. Yeah, he blows her in the back of the head with that double barrel, dude.
And knocks the eyeballs out, and then he has to shoot the eyes.
I know.
Oh my god, Anna, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
Probably Roaches, because he was just a total fucking dumbass.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
I was like, why are you? Because we know at this point, like we've seen Billy Zane trick other people, and I was like, he's not gonna help you out, dude. You just gave him everything you wanted, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I lied, and then he's just dead. I was like, you fucking dumbass. I was like, good riddance though. You were an ass.
Dude, I love, and it's the clip that I picked for the movie, and then Anna, you messaged us about it. It was like whenever the sheriff gets his fucking face punched in.
Dude, my jaw dropped. I was like,
like,
what?
Wiggling, trying to get his
Heads
arm out.
up, and he throws the head, dude.
Oh, what's the point?
Sam, what about you? What's your favorite kill in the movie?
I don't know. I mean, probably. I don't know. That's like so. Probably Cordelia's.
Yeah, when she gets shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a woman of simple taste. It's like that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right.
Not at all. Liz, what about you?
I think I like when Irene pulls the grenade, right? It's the grenade, and she has it. It's very Alien 2 in the
That
vent
was
shaft
dope.
when she's when she sacrifices herself to take out the entire bedroom of.
Not just that. Think about whose that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how dark that shit was. Like it was the old buddy who got fired from the post office, and they're like, they find all these guns, all these grenades. He's gonna take out the post office.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, that is fucking wild. All for her. That's what it is. So, but yeah, no, that's a bad bitch move.
Yeah,
right
her
there,
coming
man.
out like a badass. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was
Took
dope.
everybody with her.
Yeah, little Dave, what about you?
Oh god, my favorite kill? Oh shit, there's so many good ones. I might have to go with Cordelia too. I think that one was pretty sick. That's like the first time we see like these transformations and how grotesque things are, and like it evolves over time. Like, 'cause that's one thing, and then it turns into another, and it gets bigger and bigger. I thought that was really really cool. So then that kind of sets the pace for it. But I also like seeing the fucking kid get kicked out of the window. I thought that was also pretty funny. That was a good one.
Dude,
so those are like my top two, I think.
Danny's my favorite because I love because they show it once before where when after Bill Sadler lays down the blood in the door frame and one of those demons doesn't see it and he runs through it and then he gets like sausaged. You know what I mean? Like it just looks like bubble gum chewed up and laid out on the table. And they do the same thing to Danny, and I love that shit because his Deadite is sick. His unhinged jaw, his tongue
Scary.
swing.
It is.
Yeah. Nightmare fuel, and I love it. And I like the whole setup too. Like he's reading fucking Tales from the Crypt comic books, and the comic book comes to life and fucking gets him. But man, the whole night is just fucked up, and it starts off just pretty shitty when they get into the car accident. But I love when we meet like the gang, right? Like everyone for the first time, and you got Cordelia going, "Hey, so." Are my sheets, are they done and washed? And Jada Pickett's like, yeah, they're down there, but I couldn't get all the fucking stains out of them. Mm-hmm. Cordelia whips around. She goes, goddamn guacamole. Dude, I sat there today for like 30 minutes and thought about why she said that, dude. Like what the fuck, man?
Oh yeah, dude.
But fuck, dude, like everything's great. Like I love the bookends too. Like you have the Crypt Keeper. It's a little weird to me when you see him up and about, running around in human form.
Yeah,
but full that's puppet. Because full person with green screen.
Too, yeah,
green screen head. It's odd to me. But I love it's classic, man. And you see the bookend at the end where he grabs the rose. It's beautiful. But to the crucifixions, man, like that demon that's hooded.
Top tier. I love that imagery. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking sick. Fucking sick. And then you got the little pumpkin head babies that are growing out of the ground from Billy Zane's hand.
Yeah. I like the green blood. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got the green eyeball. Predator style.
Yeah. Take away from all the blue that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a green ooze moment. Yeah, it does look like an exploded glow stick.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, all right. I got the blue, you got the green. Let's get. Oh, I got some green down here too. So.
Hell yeah, man! But it's fucking.
I really like movies and shows that take place in one setting. Mm-hmm. So I really like that we spent like 95% of the time at that like bar hotel place they were at. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, at the old church.
Yeah, the fact that it was a church, like an old church, is really cool too. Yeah. But it also has like the mine shafts underneath, like unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't you think the demons would have thought of that? Well, we're still gonna fucking try it, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
And not gonna lie, up until this recent rewatch, I thought Danny was Roach's kid.
I thought that too for the longest time.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, because the interaction, like at the beginning when Bill Sadler's trying to break into the car, and Roach is the first one that runs out, so you just make that assumption.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm like, did Roach forget he had a kid?
Yeah, he probably would though.
Yeah, he probably would. He's one of those.
He had those clamps on his nipples. That's what it was. Pete style. Speaking of Pete,
many shocks.
Yeah, speaking of Pete though, Anna, when Billy Zane is Cabana style with that fucking ball cap and aviators on, straight up looks like Pete.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
dude!
I see a little bit.
He's a little too tall to be Pete.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite glasses. I like those.
Dude, god damn it, dude! When can we talk to you? Shoots the arrow in his eyes. He goes, "Well, never mind," and falls down. And fucking dies, dude. Yeah. Oh my god, man! It's so fucking good. Like this movie, it's wild seeing it where it stemmed from. Because the TV show is really good too. Mm-hmm. The TV show is really low budget as well. Like the effects in this, the soundtrack. We talked about it a little bit ago at the beginning. The Pantera. There's a ton of other fucking people on this soundtrack that it's like. You have to pay to get those royalties. Yeah. Like it's just especially crazy.
Yeah.
Let's look that up real quick. I want to look up and see what the budget was for this movie.
I'm going to guess on that. I want to say it's probably maybe $2 million, I would think. This is HBO, and HBO, they know that they were pulling a lot of numbers with Tales from the Crypt, so it has to be probably up there.
I mean, you got Dick Miller, you got a slew of women with no tops on. You got to pay a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of big name actors too. So you got to have something. I'm saying $2 million.
Look at Oh,
But Anna,
yeah,
I'm
2
happy
million.
you enjoyed this movie.
What now?
I'm happy you enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Me too. Once it got started, I was into it.
Hell yeah. What did you find out with the?
I'm relieved, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 million.
Oh, 13 million.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn.
That's pretty
So I
high.
think it'd have to be
It's a budget.
For 95, hell yeah.
Gross worldwide, it made 21. So
Because this
Not
did
bad.
go in theaters,
Yeah.
right? So it wasn't just on HBO, right? Like they did have like a theatrical release.
it went in theaters and it broke. They had it premiere on a Friday night, like what movies used to do, right? Because that's the night's episodes of Tales from the Crypt would come out were on Fridays.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they're like,
nice.
it has to be this night. So I thought that was pretty neat that was they kept the continuity, so. But yeah, coming from TV shows with a super low budget like that, to seeing a $13 million budget for this production is just insane. And you can tell because the effects are phenomenal and everything is practical.
Yeah.
You know, like you're touching everything, and I think it's fantastic. It is fantastic. So do we have anything else we want to say?
It's a force of habit. But no, what I wanted to ask is we know obviously Tales from the Crypt, it's all TV shows and each episode's about a half hour, maybe even less than that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if this wasn't a movie, they would have been able to do it in a TV segment?
I don't think it would have been as effective.
No.
No. Yeah, I think they would have had to get rid of a lot of the backstory, and it would have had to be probably more of just and less of Billy Zane trying to entice them to get what he wants. I think they'd have to cut all of that out, some of the backstory, and then just a really info dump. Here's what it is and why they're after us, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Have Bill Sadler in the car doing a Kill Bill style monologue.
Hell
and
yeah.
then it just be him and Billy Zane, just two people against each other. No, none of the other characters. It would have to be something like that.
I would dig that if it was just them two with nothing. It's just them driving the entire time and talking. That would be fucking sick.
I don't know. I have this movie. You know what I mean?
I know.
We have the full movie.
I think what it would do is it would be a special. They would split it up into 2 episodes. Yeah, 2 or 3-parter type of thing,
To be continued.
Or maybe it would
Exactly.
be cool if they if it was just Billy Zane, the two of them, and then at the end it was the twist with all the religious stuff or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
you go.
It'd have to be something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think Billy Zane was chasing Bill Sadler?
That's a great question.
I would say probably the entire time.
Because he says he was doing it for a long time, but do you think he was the one that was in the war that killed Sadler's friend?
I don't know. Maybe.
So Zane might be the first actual demon that got knighted, killed.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
maybe.
day shift guy had to come in.
They've definitely known each other for a while. You can tell.
Yeah.
Sure.
They got that bar going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They got jokes.
I got charisma.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not. I've known this man for a long time. He's not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
And it's the way that they look at each other once once Billy Zane finally catches up to him and he's like, hey, friend, buddy, guy.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess you guys, Anna, you got anything else you want to say about Demon Knight? No. So are we ready to rate this bad boy?
Yeah, as long as our guests are good. Are the girls good and everything?
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. So let's get into rating this, and we'll start with Liz. Liz.
Oh God. Start with me.
Not me.
I'm gonna give it a
out of
3.5
5
out of 5.
Out of 5 Billy Zanes.
Five Billy Zanes. I'm gonna give it 3.5 Billy Zanes. I know.
Man. All right, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
Hey, 3.5 is still good. I don't have the nostalgia of it. I mean, I love
That's
most of
true.
the Crypt, so I don't have the nostalgia bump. But I still think the movie is so much fun, such a good time. Yeah, definitely hard 3.5 out of 5 for me.
Hard 3.5. Heard. Never mind. Sam, what about you, man?
So I'm giving it five sponges out of 5.
There you go. Right out of the
Fine family fun, yeah.
There you go. I like it. Anna, what are you rating Demon Knight?
3.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
For a first time watch, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty
That
good.
is
And I would
awesome.
rewatch it. It's got rewatchability for sure.
Oh, plenty.
Yeah, it
I
does.
bet
It's got a comfy feel. I get that vibe from movies that are in one place. Like it just feels comfy, you know?
I agree.
It's not doing too much.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good time. Like the whole movie is just it's fun.
The jokes land, the comedy lands. It wasn't too much for me. Sometimes stuff like that can get too slapsticky, and I'm just like, oh, come on. But no, this was funny, and the gore hit when it did. And I mean, obviously, with that budget, they had the money to make it look good. So, and it still holds up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a DVD version of it today, and it looks way better than this tape. But this tape doesn't look bad at all. You know, like
Right.
Yeah, the tape quality is really good from remembering when I saw it.
phenomenal. Lil D, how many Billy Zanes are you giving this movie?
Oh, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 green eyeballs.
Yay.
This movie holds a lot of nostalgia for me from watching it as a kid. And also, the rewatchability I think is great. And also, it's a movie, and usually like when a TV show tries to break off and do like a full-length movie, it might lose some of that magic or feel. This
Firefly.
one 100% feels like a Tales from the Crypt episode, and that's what I
It
love
does,
about it.
yeah.
It doesn't feel weird, like it has like all the weird like comedic beats to it and quirky characters that like all the episodes do. So I really enjoy this one a lot. 4
Hell
out
yeah.
of 5 green eyeballs.
I like it. I'm giving this five Uncle Willies.
Let's do it.
Like,
Five
like,
Willies.
5 smoking nipples.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, 5 car clamps. Yep. No, this movie it's a ton of fun all around. The horror's there, the comedy's there, the practical's there. The story is there. I love it. Like, and I love getting that backstory of the whole the crucifixion stuff. They took the blood of a carpenter and did all this, and everyone's like, "You telling me there's some Jesus juice in there?" And they're like, "Yeah, literally."
Literally.
So no, this movie will automatically get 5 Uncle Willies from me. So
Hell yeah, dude.
Yay.
yeah, fuck yeah, man, I love it. Sam and Liz, what do you guys got cooking over there on Fright Mike Podcast you want to talk about?
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
We got some fun stuff. We just finished, we're like a little bit like a month ahead. So we just finished our fear of the dark. So things that lurk in the shadows. So
Nice.
we got some doozies in there.
We got some entertaining stuff happening.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So if you're into horror,
Any more of it involve Chris Pine?
Oh, fuck, no.
no,
Okay.
Absolutely not.
no.
He's what I fear in the dark. He's the jump scare.
Old Captain Kirk out there just.
Nightmare fuel.
Anna, what you guys got cooking over on Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies?
This week concludes Pete Month with 1987's The Stepfather.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a fun episode. Next week, we kick off, it's just a month of bangers. And 4 years of that show, the fellas have never covered Scream. So they gave me a pick for March, and I was like, it's time. So
No.
You're doing the work over there, Anna.
I'm
proud
doing
of
the
you.
work. I am.
Very proud of
Hell
you.
yeah. Hell yeah. Over
Well,
on Flicks and
Yeah, Big D.
Okay.
What about Flicks and Friends?
Flicks and Friends, we had just dropped the letter F, and F is for The Fly. So that was a ton of fucking fun. We had the dudes from Movie Dumpster that came over and talked R.I.P. Cronenberg with us. So
Very nice, very nice.
ton of fun. Lil D, what we got cooking up here next month?
Well, I think next month you wanted to do a whole like monster party, right? Isn't that what we're doing for next month?
I forgot.
I'm super stoked on that.
It's his birthday month.
Yeah, it's his birthday month, and he wanted to do a bunch of monster stuff. So I'm amped for it. I love monster flicks. So we have that coming starting in March. But also we just dropped our new T-shirt design that Big D over there is wearing right now. And if you guys
this?
Yeah.
This little old thing.
Oh,
So
this thing? I found it.
Just threw it on.
Let's do it on.
They are up on Patreon right now. For anybody who's over there, you guys get first dibs, and you also get a discounted price. And then after that, I think we're probably going to give it a couple more days before we start opening it up to the public. About a week, I think, is good before we start doing that.
It's fair.
And then another thing that we're doing over here that's super fun that I just started doing with Anna is the Yellow Jacket stuff.
So happy you're caught up.
Me too.
My heart's so happy.
The episode that will already be out for you guys to listen to. We just covered episode 3 from season 3, and there's a strong theory that I pressed, and Anna's like, yes.
Yeah, we're on board. We're on to something, or you are. I'm following your lead.
That's it.
I swear, there's something going on there, and I think I got it. But other than that, we're just over here cooking, getting some more guests over here, doing more, tales from the Barons episodes. And I've been enjoying that a lot with you guys. Now we're kind of
Me too.
all picking our own shorts now and just trying to put them all together and make our own little anthology or, just a little snack for you guys to munch on when you don't want to watch a full-length movie. Which, sometimes there's days where you're like, I just want to watch something quick. And shorts is where it's at.
Yeah, for sure.
So we got those going on, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I missed anything. But, it's just a lot of stuff
I
happening.
think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we're cooking.
In
Meeting
this kitchen.
adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe all over our social medias, our YouTube. Leave a comment. We want to hear what you think about us walking through movies and describing them and stuff like that, okay? So it'll be a ton of fun. But until next time, we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Bye.